Well, good afternoon, everybody. Well, I'm out here with my boat projects, and I got my old green truck out here, and I'm about to give the green truck and the boat both a bath. I got this little small outboard that I had just sitting on the back of it, just resting there where my kicker motor goes. I got it down off of it. I think I am going to set my Yamaha back on the back there. My 25 horsepower Yamaha, I'm gonna set it on the back. I can't use this one even if I wanted to, even though it's really great because it's so lightweight, because the shaft's not long enough. Even with that kicker plate that comes down, the prop does not get far enough down in the water. So I don't know what I'll do with this low motor. I'll tell you what, I think about selling that blue Banca, and I've thought about just putting this on the back of that Banca and just keeping my Yamaha here on the Sea Ray. And this big beast here, that gigantic, the biggest 25 horsepower you ever seen. What a retarded motor. Got all my money back on it. They never even tried to rebut the dispute. So my credit card company, Chase, and through that particular one was through United Chase. I have just such an impeccable record with my car companies. I have 2 different Chase cards, and I bank with Chase. And they know I'm not desperate for money or nothing like that, and I'm not trying to pull any kind of scam. It's very obvious I have a very high credit score and an impeccable record with them. So, you know, they know that when you're making these claims and stuff, if you're full of BS or not. And they stood behind me 100% to file a claim on this motor. They filed it with Alibaba because I purchased this through Alibaba with a vendor that sells on Alibaba. Alibaba also went right through with it too. They had all the evidence that this is not what I purchased, and also the evidence of all the squirrely work done on it. And it was just no way they could argue it. So the actual vendor, the actual seller, never even fought the case. They didn't fight it with Alibaba, and they did not fight it with Chase either. So good on Alibaba and good on Chase both for standing behind and not letting me get ripped off. Now, I asked how long did I need to keep this motor or do what I'm going to do. Are they going to pick it up? What are they going to do? And at that point in time, the case had already been settled. But Chase advised me then, said just hold on to it for about 5 more weeks and before you decide to do anything with it. That 5 weeks has already come and gone the past. That 5 weeks at that point in time was like maybe the end of February, first week of March or something like that. That 5 additional weeks. So I've never done anything to even so much as try to start this motor, but it would be interesting just to crank it up. It's just such low quality. I'm even looking here right now at one of these leads here. Look at this. Look at it, brand new. It's never even been run. And I don't know if you can see it. Look at the cracking. Look at the cracking. Look here. Look here at the hose above it too. This rubber line right here. Look at it. It's never even been run. Sitting here in the shade, and look at the cracking. Look at that. Low quality. Look at how they did this throttle cable. Look, nothing on the end of it. It just goes up here to a hole drilled in a steel plate where it should be designed like this. These are factory style, but where they made their own type of throttle system. Just look at that. Let me go to the other side where you get a better light on it. I want you to really be able to appreciate the shoddiness. Look down in here. Let's see if we can get that. There you go. Look at that. Look at how they made that. No kind of grommet on the end or anything. Just look at that. And it just goes up to a small hole drilled in this plate. And inside the cowling, it's the same way on the other end. Just ridiculous. But aside of all that, it's here and it's mine now, and I got my money back. So can't really sell it. Don't nobody want the sucker. So all I can do is just maybe tinker with it. I don't know. It's just so big for no more power than it delivers. It's just unbelievable. Just absolutely unbelievable. And but it does have a water-cooled V-twin little diesel sitting up on top. That'd be kind of interesting. Start it up. Yeah, I just don't even know what to say about it. Anyway, I bought that. Thought it was going to be my kicker motor when I wasn't going to use the Yamaha on here anymore, because I thought it was going to be the same size as the Yamaha, as per se the specs they sent to me when I'm buying from them. But they turned to be somebody with no moral values. So got that motor off. I'm gonna go set the Yamaha on here later. I got online and from Amazon I ordered also the correct spark plugs for that little Yamaha 2-stroke. Whoever had put the plugs in it here had put the wrong one. They are not the right ones for that motor. That's probably, and they gave me extras, but that's probably why they were fouling out all the time. So I've got the correct plugs now, and then let me show you something else I made a recent video about, and let me show you what's going on here with this. So this also come in today for that Yamaha, the fuel pipe assembly going down to the tank, to the fuel cell. And I bought original, genuine Yamaha. And I tell you what, I read some reviews on there, and people on those other lines and stuff sold on Amazon stated, you know, I wasted my money with this line, I wasted my money with that line, and they had problems with their boats, and they had running issues. They thought it was something else, thought it was something with the carburetor, something else in the fuel system, and it turned out it was just those junky fuel lines, and also the breaking and cracking and all, as these other lines here did, like this right here. And it's just so brittle, you can just, in some places, just break it in two. You can just snap it with your hand, and like just about snapped in two right there, just bending it. So everybody that wrote any kind of comment that was worth its snuff wrote to just spend the money and just buy the original Yamaha fuel line. I did. It was about 3 times the price, but you're getting rid of 3 times less headaches or more. So there it is, and it came in today. I also serviced the Yamaha today. I ordered in on Amazon and got the proper spark plugs. It did not have the proper plugs, and I could not find them here in the Philippines. You could find one close, but it fouled easy. So I got the proper ones in now. I got a set in here. I've got a backup set up here in the toolbox, and I went ahead and the old sets of the wrong ones, but they did work sometimes, is up there also, because I can have them clean. And with these 2-strokes, you always want to have some dry plugs around and ready. I don't know what the future is going to be on my kicker motor. I tell you what, if I could find like somewhere between a 9 to a 15 horsepower 4-stroke and drop on here instead of this 25 horse. And the reason I say that's because of weight. This motor here is just a little beyond what I want to carry around all the time. When you get to the 25, there's a significant weight difference, and I can carry it, but it's pretty straining, and I just, you know, I'm not a young chicken anymore. I need to think of my health and not pull back out or anything like that. So nothing I'm gonna do immediately, but eventually, if I find a good deal on a 4-stroke, most likely Yamaha, definitely be a Yamaha, I tell you. 4-stroke will, it'll be a lot less in weight, easier for me to maneuver around. And just for trolling this thing into a shore somewhere, if we had a mishap or something, that's great. Not having to mix gas, that would be great. That would be less potential foul spark plugs and things too that a 2-stroke does, you know. So anyway, here comes Mel. We're gonna go swimming, enjoy out here for the evening. I'm gonna enjoy the evening here. I'll talk to you guys later.